What tools are needed for beekeeping?
We cannot speak of beekeeping without a hive. Indeed, a beekeeper cannot start raising bees without having at least one. It is a semi-closed structure where the swarms can settle there and establish their production of honey. Must be of high quality because bees need a good environment to produce their honey. There are several types of hives. Each one itself represents a type of beekeeping. Indeed, the characteristics of a hive vary according to what beekeeping wants to do. For large-scale breeding, that is to say a large operation, it is necessary to have production hives. For amateur breeding, a small, simple hive will do just fine. It goes without saying that a hive must be complete. Indeed, it is a structure composed of multiple elements. Among other things, you need a roof, a platform with an entrance, but above all frames. These are all the elements that allow bees to produce their honey in the best conditions. It is also necessary to have protective clothing, beekeeping protective suit.
But how to choose beekeeper protective clothing?
As you know, bees can sting. This is a maneuver they use when they feel threatened or when they're colo. As the beekeeper often interacts with swarms, it is important for him to have the necessary equipment to protect himself. Additionally, bee stings in large numbers can trigger fatal allergies in some people. Therefore, it is important to take the necessary precautions. The first piece of protective equipment for any self-respecting beekeeper is the overalls. Also known as a smock, it is a specific outfit designed to resist bee stings. It wraps the whole body up to the wrists. No space is left for bees to infiltrate and sting inside the beekeeping suit. It is also necessary to have gloves specially designed for the beekeeper. This is an important element because we mainly use the hands to interact with the bees. They are therefore more likely to be bitten than any other part of the body. These gloves are often made of thick leather to prevent stings from slipping through. Finally, the hat and its veil are basic elements of a beekeeper's outfit. The head and face are important parts that must be protected. The hat protects the entire head part, and the veil prevents bees from reaching the face part.
Thank you for these tips. And what else is beekeeping tools?
Also the smoker, which is a typical equipment of beekeeping. It is a utensil that projects smoke that is sent into the hive in beekeeping. There are several types of smoker on the market. Indeed, we can find copper, galvanized, brass, or stainless steel. Its use is intended to protect against angry bees when approaching the hive. The smoke projected by a smoker can put the bees to sleep. Since they are calmer, it is easier to work and exploit the contents of the hives. This effect only lasts for a short time, allowing the beekeeper to safely extract the frames of honey. In addition, the bees gather in the heart of the hive when they are sprayed by smoke. The smoker is not dangerous for bees. Indeed, it acts on the colony only to calm them down. Once the effects have dissipated, these pollinators will be able to resume their normal course of life and activities. Nevertheless, it is important to use quality fuels. In addition, it is also necessary to control the flow of smoke. Other indispensable tools for beekeepers when working on beehives that ensure easy and comfortable intervention in the hives, like the frame lifter, suitable for separating hive boxes, prying out frames, and scraping wax and propolis off of your bee boxes and frames. The wedge end is sharp and wide, making it very easy to get between hive bodies, pry them apart, and break the propolis seal. And the frame grip is a useful gripping tool to make it easier to lift frames from the hive. The hive brush also helps you gently remove bees from frames during hive checks and honey harvesting. Today, we talked about the basic tools used in beekeeping more precisely on the side of the hive. Tomorrow, we will continue to talk about other tools because it's time to go home.